morning, guys. Good morning. How are you? Here we go. It is the Daily Hoop and Chat. It is Thrilling Thursday. Oh, it's Throwback Thursday. How did I forget that? I love Throwback Thursday. So I'm going to have to choose my throwback picture in a minute and stick that up. Ooh, I wonder what I should choose. I don't know. Last night I was sitting there with Mark and he said to me, oh, you do realise like 3 weeks ago we were visiting the elephants. And I was like, yeah, too soon. Let's not talk about it because we're not now. Right, I'm going to hoop with you. Now listen, I'm just going to, full disclosure, feel really sick this morning. I don't know why. I felt like it last few days. So hoop is going to kill or cure. So it's either going to make me feel loads better or you're going to see me going, what? So we will see. All right. So just a little bit of warning. Are you ready? Put your hoop onto your lower back. Look, it is in contact with my lower back. This is essential to have a good launch. So those of you still struggling, get your launch right. Everything will work so much better. I'm going to put my right leg in front. I've got my core muscles engaged. I've done my imaginary zip up through my abdominals. Turning my hoop to the left, launching it to the right, and look straight away. I'm pushing those hips forward and back. Now I do find that staggering my legs makes this a little bit easier, whereas if I put the legs next to each other, I find that a bit harder. So those of you struggling, it might be worth a go. Now, if you're hooping and your hoop's really wonky, try putting the other leg forward and see if that just adjusts it back out. I think this might be a short hoop, guys. I think you might get away with me not talking to you for too long this morning because it's a bit like, bleh. Anyway, so Thrilling Thursday. I hope your week has been good so far. We're also in March. Oh my God, the time is flying. Oh dear, what's going on? Chihuahua nightmares, hold on. I'm not sure how close I can get to the wall and see. No, well, they must be all right. They always do it. Do you know what? I've been teaching this morning and I've had PT online as well and the trials have been quiet. Now I'm going live with you guys. I don't know what's going on. They're having a little row, I think. Anyway, sorry, back to the hoop. So you look, I'm just literally pushing my hips forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Very simple. And again, if your arms are getting in the way, just place your hands across your shoulders here and that will help. Okay? So that's your basic hoop. And guys, if you're struggling, don't give up. Think about when a child is learning to walk. They fall over, they get back up, they fall over, get back up. If they failed at the first attempt, we'd all be rolling around the floor. So as adults, we think we should do something straight away. It doesn't always work like that. Keep going, just keep trying, you'll get it, honestly. I was the kid that couldn't hoop, ever. So I just think if I can do it, anyone can hoop. It just takes a bit of practice. And I know it's hard to master both sides, but remember, you must, otherwise you'll end up, you know, bent over like a banana, and we don't want that. Anyway, so I hope you are having a good week. I hope you are ready to embrace March. I'm like, what is going on? We're in March and it's freezing. Freezing! I'm so blooming cold. I don't suppose it helped spending the first few weeks in Thailand of this year. I'm not exactly acclimatised, but hey, never mind. Can't moan, can I? Ah, right, so today, I'll tell you my day and then you can tell me about yours. So I got up this morning, I had PT in the park. I came home, I had PT online via Zoom. Then I just taught my class, Cardio Combat. I really enjoy that. So for years and years and years, I don't know if anyone, does anybody remember, oh, it was a tall black guy, I think his name was Billy Blanks. Does anyone remember him? And I think he used to do Thai bow, I think. Yeah, does anyone remember that? Oh my God, I bloody loved it. So I used to do that. And then I met a guy called Troy Drury and he had a team and they were doing something called Kai Bow. And I went and did my Kai Bow instructor training. Funny enough, when I did my instructor training, I was 5 months pregnant with my son, who is now 22. So I did my training at 5 months pregnant. And then that went on to something called Fight Club. I trained to be a Fight Club instructor. Yeah, I loved it. And of course, then Body Combat came out from the Les Mills thing. And I did something similar, which was called Steel Combat. So I used to do that. And that was really good. But now I've took it right back. I'm teaching my Cardio Combat like I used to teach it. So it's not all choreographed to every beat of the music. It's, you know, it's you build on the punches and the kicks and stuff. Really good, brilliant stress buster and a really cool way of doing cardio. Because I think when I talk to you guys, I've said to you before, cardio is good. There's nothing wrong with cardio and it's good for your heart health and it can make you feel good. But the biggest mistake midlife women or perimenopausal women make is to up and do far too much cardio and no strength training. So don't ever think I'm knocking cardio. Cardio is important, but how I do my cardio is I either do that on my dog walks, or I do it during my walk fit classes, or I do it in something like cardio combat. So it's sort of like, it's just smart training, if that makes sense, rather than continuous steady state cardio where fat loss just goes to die. But you know, sometimes everything isn't about fat loss. You know, sometimes you just want to go out and you want to do a run to clear your headspace. But the only thing I will say to you, if that's your go-to, and you are a midlife woman, or you have got some midsection weight gain, you do need to mix it up. Seriously, you want to do like fast, slow, walk, run, sprint, jog. Keep changing it. Don't do that steady state cardio. It's not. If you have got goals where you want to burn some fat or reduce midsection weight gain or something, that's what you need to do. All right? Okay, I'm going to stop hooping, change direction. And off we go. Boom. So it's doing about 4 minutes each side. My newbies, remember, only about 2 minutes each side. And to be honest, when you first start, you end up dropping the hoop more than not. So, but implement that into your training by squatting to pick it up. And then you're getting your squats in as well. So really good. All right, but you only want to do a couple of minutes each side when you start, because you'll be a little bit hoop sore. That's all. Okay. So yeah, so I've done that. Taught my cardio combat this morning. And now obviously I'm doing my hoop and chat with you. I haven't had my porridge yet, because I felt sick the last couple of days. I thought it was because I'd had my breakfast before class, but it's not, because I didn't have my breakfast. And then I was laughing in my class this morning. I said, if it'd been like 20 years ago, if I'd been like, oh, Emma, you're pregnant. You know, that classic, a woman feels sick in the morning, you're pregnant. Lucky enough, don't have to worry about that anymore. Gone through that. Nobody's going to ask me if I'm pregnant, are they? What are you up to today, guys? Anything? Doing anything good? So if you still want to join me for anything, remember you've got the free daily challenge. So yesterday we started a new one for March, but we're still going with the arms, we're still going with triceps, and I've changed it from tricep press-ups to the single arm move. And we're going to do that the whole month. And then every other day we're doing a core move, but based with a rotation, some kind of core move with a rotation. And I'm going to be changing that every other day. So if you want to come and do that, that's free. And also that's where you see those short form reels. That's normally a little peep into the daily challenge. But when you see the reels, I'm just showing you a move. I'm not generally teaching it, explaining it, whereas in the daily challenge I teach and explain everything. What else could you do? You could come and join me online in the mornings, Monday to Friday, 9, 10 a.m. in term time. Half an hour classes every morning. You could pay as you go for one. You could pay for the week and do all of them. You could do them on catch up. On a Saturday, I teach Pilates, 10 a.m. in the morning till 10:50 via Zoom. Love Pilates, absolutely lovely. If you haven't tried Pilates, Pilates is something I think everyone should have in their life. It's all about your core muscles and realigning your body and lengthening. And the way I teach it, mine's a fusion class, so I'm a traditional mat work Pilates instructor, but I'm also a fitness Pilates instructor, and I'm also a flex instructor. So I tend to put them all together so my clients get the best out of all of that. Another online thing you can join me for is MenoFit. This is my perimenopausal, my menopausal and beyond women. My MenoFit program is all online. It's everything. It's 15-minute workouts. It's daily healthier habits. It's adopting healthier behaviours. And every day I drip feed a little bit of information in just to keep us going, so you've got my continuous support, and I get you to check in with me so you've got accountability. So that might be something you would like to do. I think MenoFit is really good. It's kind of a really good bridge between just normal classes and PT. And also price scale is right in the middle, so it's really, really good. Other than that, if anyone's watching me and you live near me, come and do a face-to-face class with me. At the moment, there's only 3. There's kettlebells in the park, or power half hour. There's walk fit silent disco, and there's boot camp. Actually, there's 4 because I do 2 walk fits. So if you fancy any of those, if you live anywhere near me, I'm in Swanscombe in Kent, DA10. Give us a shout. I'd love to see you. And those of you who, again, you're watching me and you're like, well, I'd like to do that, but I don't live anywhere near you. All my classes are available to purchase on a link. And you can pay for 1, 2, 3, 4, a week's worth, whatever. And I send you a link and you can do it whenever you want. And you get access to that one class for a whole week. So you can do it as many times as you like. So there's loads of ways you could join me if you want to. Or you can just listen to me, chewing your ears off, Monday to Friday, doing this. There you go, I'm going to start hooping. Boom, done. I got through it, I didn't yak. That's really helpful. I still feel sick, but don't feel as bad. Don't laugh, I'm going to show you something. These leggings come up to here, but have you ever done that where you feel sick and even having your trousers on you makes you feel a bit bleh? Look, I had to roll my leggings down this morning because I couldn't stand them being on my waist. Right, I'm going to say goodbye. Oh my God, I'm on the wrong one. I've just done my whole Instagram and I'm not even on my normal Instagram. I'm on something different. So if you watch me on Instagram, I'm impressed because I'm not even on my fitness page. What a lemon. See, told you I didn't feel well. Guys, I'll see you soon. Well, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? So I've just done that entire hoop on my Instagram on my private account. That's a bit bad. So basically on Instagram, I've got a private account, which is my one for just like friends and family and where I put all my family pictures. And I've got my open one, which is my fitness. Just the same here. So those of you who follow me here on Facebook, you get to talk to me about everything fitness. My private Facebook, you get to see the reels and my stories, but the rest of it's private. And the reason that's private is because that's like where I might share my family albums and stuff like that. So like at the moment, I've got about 100 friend requests in now from people that I've never met. I've got no clue who they are, which is nice because obviously they followed my reels and they want to be friends, but I don't accept them. But not because I'm being horrible, but because that's where my family stuff is as well. You know, you don't know who it is. It could be anybody, you know, and I have had some pretty freaky messages as well sent to me asking me for all sorts of things. So I wouldn't want to add that person as a friend and they can see all my personal stuff and the pictures of like my family and stuff. So the best place to follow me is here. But I've literally just done an entire live on my private Instagram. So they're all going to be thinking, what's she doing? How embarrassing. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Go and do the daily challenge. Talk to me. Put it in the comments. Send me a DM. Anything you want if you would like to work with me. Even if you just want to do the free daily challenge, that's cool. It's a good start. All I want to do is make a start. But if you're a little bit more serious about really making a change, then invest in your health. You know, we had a chat about this the other week about money. You know, lots of people message me saying, I want to work with you. And then I tell them and they're going, oh yeah, no, sorry, I haven't got any money at the moment. I'm like, that's cool. However, let's think about and be honest. I'll tell you what, I'm going to ask you a question. Those of you watch me, tell me something that you've done and you've just gone and spent a load of money on and then you know really you could spend it on something else. Like me, I told you the other week I did this with the balloons for my little nephew. I bought him loads of birthday presents and then went down to Card Factory and spent like 20 quid on balloons. Now that 20 quid, realistically, I could have spent and invested on something else, but I spent it on balloons. Don't get me wrong, my nephew was chuffed with them, but did I need to buy them? Probably not. Have a lovely rest of your day, guys. Check in with me, talk to me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.